and I started breaking stuff. And my dad's like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like, he's so fast. He's breaking stuff like he's the guy. And then we're like, okay, we gotta start going to some races. I was always a bigger kid, so on the little bike starts were pretty difficult for me.
Yeah.
Ended up always coming from the back, never being able to have enough time to, I guess, get up anymore. I'd like to say this. Yeah. We were riding there for like 2 weeks before, like almost every day.
Yeah.
I hit that thing a million times.
Right.
So did everyone else. Bailed in the air because otherwise I was landing on my head.
Yeah.
And then, like, I swear I heard my foot snap, which was gnarly. Because the doctors finally read it. They're like, yeah, your foot is messed up. Like, it's bad. A bunch of stuff's shattered, broke. There's stuff where it's not supposed to be. But like, ideally, I'd like to see go back, race pro class, start doing better than I did this year.
Hey everybody, this is Leon with Four Wheel Frenzy, and we're back again with another episode. A little bit different scenery. I made it back to Wisconsin to talk with this guy, my boss, my rider, I don't know.
Yeah.
Jayden Londerville. Jayden, how are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. 10 hours on the road already today.
Hours.
So, I mean, it's been a long day.
Yeah.
And it's noon, but, you know. But, JJ, why don't you tell us who you are exactly?
Yeah, I'm Jayden Londerville. I'm 20 years old. I race
For a few more hours.
for a few more hours. Tomorrow's my birthday. Big 21. But I race pro ATV, motocross, and pro-am. But yeah, I'm from Wausau, Wisconsin. So
there we go. And you race pro and pro-am. What series are you racing in?
The AMA ATV Motocross Championship.
National Championship.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Currently pro-am as well. Obviously, this is the end of the season, clearly.
Yep.
You're in some hardware, which we'll talk about later. But didn't really get to race much pro-am this year for yourself. Due to some just little mistakes in the pro class.
Yep.
Pro runs before pro-am.
Yeah, so
we'll get into that.
Okay. I
But yeah, so I was just saying, like, you're in the pro-am and pro class.
Yeah.
You raced what, 2 rounds of pro-am this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, at Lake Sugar Tree.
And then Pleasure Valley. That was it.
Yep.
So, and then you were obviously sidelined for a couple pro rounds as well.
Yep.
So
I was.
All right. Well, before we get into all that in 2025, let's go all the way back to where it began and tell us, how did you get into riding and then racing ATVs as a whole?
Yeah, so as a lot of you guys probably know, my dad, Jeremy Londerville, he's
Londerville Steel, sponsored water today.
He used to race snowcross back in the day, and I don't know, I'd always see him ripping the sleds and stuff, and then he had a Banshee. I'd ride on that with him, and yeah, I was always just super interested in it. I had a little electric one I'd drift around on and stuff, and then I was probably about 3, I'd say. There was a big garage sale in town going on, and there was a dirt bike there, and my mom, she saw it, and I'm like, Mom, like, we got to get this, and she ended up calling my dad, like, hey, it's a PW50. Like, you think I should buy it for him? And he's like, yeah, for sure. So I'd rip around that for a bit. I was awful. Like, I didn't know how to stop. I just tip over or crash into something. But we're like, yeah, probably need 4 wheels. So we got I don't know, some Chinese quad, kind of a piece of junk. But yeah, I was ripping around on that thing, and I started breaking stuff. My dad's like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like, he's so fast. He's breaking stuff like he's the guy. And then we're like, okay, we gotta start going to some races. So we found this place, Gravity Park. I'm sure some of you have heard of it. It's a pretty legendary track, I'd say.
In Wisconsin, for sure.
In Wisconsin, yeah. So we go there. We think I'm gonna win because I'm breaking parts. So we go there, get smoked. Terrible. Like I think I took last every moto in every class, but it was so fun. And then for next few years, every Friday night in the summer, we were there racing, and I started getting better, and I started winning a bunch there.
Did you upgrade your machine after that?
Yeah.
What'd you get after the Chinese turd wagon?
I think it was GRR with skull graphics.
Oh, baby.
It was awesome. Yeah. So rode that there, and then at some point around then, I got an Apex, and then we met the Linquists there, and we bought a 50 motor from them, and then we raced my first national at No, it would have been Sunset.
I think it was Sunset.
I think it was Sunset. Yeah. And
it's kind of funny too, because obviously before yours is coming out, I recorded with your dad, and that's going to release before this.
Oh, sure.
But it's really going to be funny because anybody that has watched that got to hear the other side of this story too, from his perspective. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he said Sunset was your first race.
It
your
had
first
to be
national.
Sunset.
Yeah, because it's obviously the closest one for us here.
Yeah. Yeah, so race Sunset, I think I took third or fourth. And we're like, okay, like he's pretty good. And just from then, I think the next race we did that year was it would have been Redbud. And then I think I either took second or third. I did a little better than the first one. And we're like, okay, like next year we're gonna try to make it to more. And then I got a 70, and the whole next year I ran probably 4 or 5 nationals, and then just from there, been doing it ever since.
Now that 70, was that the Apex chassis?
That was.
So that's the one that is still here.
It's the one that has a 90 in.
Okay.
It's with the red frame. So the one with the 70 we built probably a year after that.
Okay. Yeah. Which is still, I mean, it's kind of funny, and it's really cool too that I wouldn't say your dad has a problem like I do, but your dad has kept a lot of stuff. So, you have one of your old 70 CVTs still here.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, aren't they both
They're both here.
Yeah, they're both here still. So, 2 of those are here, and like your 90 mod I'm currently restoring.
Yep.
So that can go up on the shelf. We've got your championship 250. Right behind the camera there is your 2023 Pro Sport Championship bike. There's a lot of your racing history that's still here.
Yeah.
But sorry to interrupt. I was just curious if that was the one or not.
No, it is the one.
Yeah.
So, just been doing it ever since. Slowly moved up classes. Mm-hmm. And then, last year I won Pro Sport, and I think took second in Pro-Am last year.
You ended up second in the points in Pro-Am.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Mason
second.
won, you got second, Kevin Sarr got third. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then realized, it's probably right time to go pro. And then I was fortunate enough to, this offseason in January, go down to Florida, train with Adam Ulrich, Jeffrey Rastrelli, and Brandon Hogue, and that really helped. And then first pro race this year at Daytona, it was pretty awesome. In my first, or I guess it would have been heat race number one, I battled with Chad for a bit. He ended up getting me. His little rookie mistake I saw on the pit board. Thomas Brown, his mechanic, had moved him on there. So I'm like, oh shoot, he's gonna tee me up.
To be fair, to anybody that's listening or watching, you never look at your own pit board.
Never.
No matter what I like.
Nope.
And I'm sure many people have seen it. I know Maria from Rip It Up has taken a lot of pictures. There normally comes a point, I mean, not so much this year, but last year, because, especially if you're doing really well, there would just come a point where I would just start drawing you pictures or put random stuff like too much tuna, Chick-fil-A, Cane's, whatever. Because you never look at it, and then come to Daytona and you look at Chad's pit board, and make a mistake because of it.
Yup. So ended up blowing a berm. He got by, and then I think I took. I would have took fourth then in that heat race. But it it was pretty awesome racing with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about obviously your pro rookie season some more here in a bit. But you kind of said when and where your first race was at in Chilton.
Yep.
At Gravity Park. And then you essentially have done it where you started at the 50 level and you have worked your way all the way up.
Yeah.
You did 50s, 70s, 90s. You did race Super Mini as well, correct?
Yep, I did.
And then you didn't do Schoolboy Junior at all, correct? Because I think when you were that age, that still would have been mostly like a 300 EX.
Yep, that was it.
You didn't do that.
Nope.
So then, from 90 mod, because you were racing 90 mod and 250 at the same time for a little bit.
Yep.
And then after that, 250s, finished out the 250 career with a bang, and then now we've been rolling. So, I mean, you've only classes you really haven't raced have been Schoolboy Junior, C and B classes.
Yep.
And obviously the age classes because you're not there yet.
Yeah.
You got a lot of years before
a few
that
more
happens.
years left.
Well, cool. Yeah, and I mean, I usually ask this to riders, how many national championships do you have? Because I know you do have some.
Yeah, so I got 3 250 championships.
All in the same year.
Yep.
Clean sweep 2020.
That was pretty awesome.
That was a proud moment, not gonna lie.
So 3 there. Those are my first 3 ever. And then A class.
Yep.
And then
Pro Sport.
Pro Sports.
You're
So
5-time national champion.
5-time national champion. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean you don't have a huge number of champions. You have a handful, obviously.
Yeah.
You got a fistful of championships. Yeah. But it seems like you've always been like this group of riders you moved up with. It's not like you ever had it easy.
No.
Once.
No.
You've always had it up against stacked competition.
Oh, yeah.
And it just seems like you kind of had to figure out your program and stuff like that as well. You know, anybody that has gone, started at the beginning with youth quads know that CVTs are a nightmare. And I feel,
that's for sure.
Yeah. And if you're breaking stuff from day one, and obviously I did not talk about this with your dad, but when beginning, he thought it was so cool you're breaking stuff. And now we're still breking stuff. And
it's not so cool
anymore. He doesn't
anymore.
find it cool anymore.
Nope.
But yeah, I feel like that's one thing that you got CVTs. They're a nightmare. So obviously you're gonna have issues there. 90 mod. I feel like I know there's one year that you broke your arm.
That was
2017.
Loretta's 2017.
Oh, you broke it at Loretta's.
Yep.
Okay.
First lap of practice.
Your dad did say that in his too. Yep. But yeah, so I mean that didn't really take you out there so much, but it just seemed like you always had the talent and you were always capable of winning. It just never happened.
Yeah. So my first national win would have been Monster Mountain
2016, 17,
whatever the first year we went there was.
16 or 17.
16 or 17. Yeah. And then it was a few years after that before I got another one.
Yeah.
So but I was always top 5. I was always in the mix. But,
like I said, you're always right there.
Yeah, I was always a bigger kid. So on the little bike starts were pretty difficult for me.
Yeah.
Ended up always coming from the back, never being able to have enough time to, I guess, get up anymore. But
well, and I know like you're always kind of below like most of my beginning years as a national mechanic and stuff. You were obviously a lot younger than anyone I was working with. But in 2019, when I was working with Aaron Salinas, you guys were in the same classes.
Yep.
And obviously I knew who you were, but it was that year that I really saw you and I was like, holy crap, like this kid is always right there.
Yeah.
But Unadilla is where it finally kind of worked out for you because you podiumed at Unadilla.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, like, here we go. Obviously, it was only a couple more rounds after that, but then off season comes, 2020 comes around, and you made it happen.
Yep.
You finally kind of put everything together and came out. I mean, there's a lot of moto wins that year.
Yeah.
And 3 national championships.
Yeah.
Clean sweep of the 250 class.
Oh yeah.
So you go from, and it's pretty cool. Like you go from 0 to 3 championships in one season.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty awesome for sure. It was a super fun year. Yeah. Like I knew coming into it, like I was feeling really good, like better than I ever have, and like stuff was finally starting to click. Like I really started like taking working out seriously and like motoing like for like time, not just like for fun or anything. And I started actually taking it serious. And then yeah, just that year, everything clicked.
I mean, you were smooth on the bikes that year.
Yeah.
It's you looked good that year. Obviously, it showed.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was definitely a big year for me.
Yeah. And then obviously it carried on. Now, I guess real quick before we move on to the 2025 season, you've kind of had this really weird thing, at least because 2020 is the first year that you and I worked together too. You had a couple injuries before that.
Yep.
But since 2020, you've kind of had this really weird thing going where you'll have a rock solid season and then garbage.
Yep.
So 2020, you got 3 championships. 2021, I think it was 3 rounds in.
Yep.
And you mess up your arm.
Yep. Ended up breaking my elbow pretty bad. Had like a full, not full, but pretty much
What did you tear? It was a tendon, right?
It was
whatever. It was Tommy John surgery.
It was Tommy John surgery plus more. So it was like a full reconstruction of all the tendons, ligaments, and they had to attach my forearm and bicep back to my bone.
Yeah.
Or however they did that.
Yeah, because they like wired it.
Yeah.
They safety wired your muscle to your arm.
I still got like I can feel it in my elbow right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember you could see it for the longest time.
Which that was pretty gnarly, but recovery with all that was actually fairly easy. Yeah.
It was just a lot of time off. And and the nice thing about that, with it being your elbow, I know it was like right after there's a gym right above us right now.
Yeah.
You were up in the gym. You could do, cardio stuff. You could do leg stuff. You just couldn't work out your arm.
Yeah.
And that obviously really helped with you staying in shape. And
for sure.
I know your trainer has said many times that he thinks it also helped with you because you healed quick.
I did.
Like you were out for the season, but you healed quick.
Yeah. So with that one, it was supposed to be an 18-month recovery. Mm-hmm. I was back on the bike riding in like 8 months, 8 or 9 months.
We were back down in Florida that next January.
Yeah.
And you messed up your arm in May, I think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been May, beginning of May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, less than a year. You were good to go back on the bike.
Really healed quick.
And then obviously 2022 was your redemption at the A classes.
Yep.
You split the A classes with Peyton
Lingle. Yep.
And then 2023 was just a bad season again.
Yeah.
It was just kind of it was just a lot of different things, I feel.
Yeah.
With that, like just kind of, that year we branched away from Phoenix. Because before that, you were a Phoenix support rider.
Yep.
But we branched off from Phoenix, started 4130. We're working with Max. And it was just so many changes, I think, that were made. You really weren't comfortable on the bike.
Yeah.
But you didn't even know it.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was like all these variables that you didn't know, but pulled your confidence away.
Yeah.
And then it showed on the track.
And then with the bad results that year, I just got super burnt out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, got burnt out. I'd almost say like a little bit depressed from it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you go from, a year and a season and a few races of kind of kicking ass, and now all of a sudden you're getting your ass handed to you. Well, I guess you did kick ass in 22 then too, but then you have a season of just getting stomped week after week after week. And then it was like right at the end, we made a couple changes to the bike. And then drastic changes to the bike. And it was like Briarcliff and Loretta's like, boom.
Very good.
JJ's back.
Yeah.
And, obviously even that beginning of that off season was kind of a low for you.
Yep.
And obviously we decided to let's carry on. Let's go back and do our own thing. 2024 comes around. Pretty bang up job.
Yeah. That was 2024 was a great year. Daytona, I ended up crashing in the start of the
second
main
corner.
Second corner. Came from dead last to second.
Yeah.
And that I just knew then like
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was a sick race actually.
Now and also was it 23 that you won Daytona?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you won Daytona in 23.
Yep. So so came from the back in 24 and ended up taking second, and we battled with Joey Norris that whole year.
Yep.
And then I didn't get a moto win till or not a moto win, but a main win till what? Budds Creek, right?
Was you talking about Pro Sport?
Yeah, Pro Sport.
Yeah, it was something because it seemed like you always had one moto that just did not go your way.
It was always the second moto. I'd always something would happen. But then I think I won from Budds Creek to Loretta's every moto.
Pretty much, yeah. You like clean swept it after that.
Yeah.
And then Pro-Am, I mean, you were just constant battles with Mason and Kevin. And I mean, those are two guys. They're not slow.
Oh, no.
You know, obviously they were both running the pro class at that time. Mason ended up in top 5 of pro in 2024 as well.
Yeah, exactly.
In his rookie season. So, I mean, you being in the mix of that is impressive. And then, like Pleasure Valley. Like you just motored by them.
Yeah.
And then kind of blew your load. And
fell back a little bit.
Pittered back. You went back to that number 3 spot. But, and that's where, obviously.
But with all that, like, since I was an amateur still and they were racing Pro-Am, like that's such a good learning experience.
Oh,
like,
100%.
I learned so much from them. Like riding with them and racing with them. So,
I mean, you were the fastest amateur in 2024.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
yeah, it was learn a lot from them that year.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Absolutely. And then 2025 was for the birds.
Yep.
Yeah. Just it is what it is. And in rookie season, we come out with a lot of things that were learned, obviously.
Yeah.
Huge. And obviously we knew this coming into 2025, it was going to be a learning experience. There weren't really any expectations. If you got a top 10, I took that as a win.
Yep.
I know you weren't happy about it, but top 10s were a win to me.
Sure.
No expectations. We knew it was going to be, and that's just it too, is anybody that thinks that they're going to move up to the pro class. I know there's a few guys that are looking to move up in 2026. You think you know how much more it takes to be in the pro class? You need to take that and multiply it by 5, if not 10.
For sure.
It is from pro. I mean, Pro-Am is a decent jump up from the amateur classes. Pro is another giant leap up from that.
Yeah.
Just the wear and tear on the bike and the wear and tear on the rider. Like you are then going up against the fastest guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you don't realize like the intensity, like you'll hear it from everyone. Like even like Pro-Am, it's nothing compared to pro. Like it was such a shock at Daytona, like the intensity, like it's all the fastest dudes going all out for however long the race is. Like the intensity is the biggest part that caught me off guard.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that we need to implement for you is kind of reeling in some of that excitement.
Yeah.
Because, like Daytona, you did pretty good. You got 8th place there.
Yep.
Deckers kind of had some weird scenarios and I feel like you just could never capitalize. Like every time you would go to make a pass at Deckers, you would fall back.
Yeah.
Because like all the fast lines were the fast lines and, you had hole shots for everything.
Yeah.
And obviously hole shots are a thing that we need to get figured out with you.
That too.
But then at Etchikani, like that was your first injury.
Yep.
And obviously this is where I want to be talking about our current racing, which we kind of are.
Yeah.
Just saying how shitty this year was. But, at Etchikani, Chad got around you. You got excited.
Yep.
You tried to hang with him.
Yep.
And what happened?
I ended up sending
Jump to China.
basically overshot a jump by really far and hyperextended my knee pretty bad and got a like really bad contusion in my knee.
I still can't believe that that's all it was.
Oh, me too.
Like,
yeah.
because I mean, obviously, not trying to like embarrass you or anything, but you dropped the anchor.
Oh, 100%.
And I was like, right away, I'm like, what in the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw you, because I had the golf cart, so I didn't hitch a ride with you. But as soon as I got back up to the rig and I saw you sitting there, I'm like, oh no, like what the hell? And then obviously hyperextend your knee, blah, blah, blah. You decide go for Moto 2. Went about 3 laps, I think.
Yep, but I did pull a pretty good, not whole shot, but start.
Decent start.
So I was pretty pumped about that. So I put like 3 hard laps in, and my knee.
And then you
take it.
when you pulled off in the mechanics area right there, and like obviously your tinted lenses, everything else, I can't see you, but I can feel and hear that you're crying.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it was not.
No.
Not
and you're
fun.
like, I'm going back. And that's when I think Mark came over too, and he's like, roll it, like go do the water truck lane. And so you finished the moto, got your point, got points, salvaged something. But I mean, that was, you were 2 rounds in the same week, and then we come back for the 3rd round, and you're jacked up your knee.
Yeah.
But I thought for sure, like when you came back and go to the doctor, I was waiting for a call saying like, I tore this or I, did that. And then you're like, I got a bad bone bruise.
Yeah. Huh? that was a shock to me too. I'm like, but I mean, that's best case scenario.
Oh, for sure. It was just very unexpected for what happened.
It was.
But yeah. And then, I mean, obviously it's, came back. We had a little bit of time off. Did like Sugar Tree. And
my knee was still
you pushed it too hard. Is what you did. And I mean, Pro-Am, obviously that was the first round you tried a Pro-Am. I think you salvaged the best you could. I mean, you did a lot of passes for being in a huge amount of pain.
Yeah.
So you really salvaged something there. And then after that was Ironman.
Yeah.
And that's that was our second kind of, oh boy.
Yeah, that was a rough race, I would say.
Yeah.
Qualifying, everything just felt kind of not super great. Mm-hmm. Then go out for Moto 1, bad start. I was trying to pass Adam, my boy Adam, and I don't really know what happened.
You're too nice to Adam, I'll say it.
And like I don't remember 99% of that weekend, but I crashed in the sand section. There's a video of it someone's got, and I was knocked out for a bit, and then apparently I tried to get back on and go, but I couldn't figure out how to start my bike, and then I started spitting up blood, so they took me to the hospital, and I ended up just having like a contusion in my chest, they called it. So it was nothing like, it wasn't bad internal bleeding or anything.
It wasn't terrible or anything like
that. But still scary. Like, you never know.
I think, obviously, I was not there. I was at the mechanics area. But just hearing secondhand stuff, like essentially that section was getting rough.
Oh, yeah.
And you're trying to, there's like that little rollers through there.
Yeah.
And it just
had to just caught wrong somehow.
Yeah, you like, from what I understand is that like bucked you. And obviously the video is only kind of like the second half of it.
Yeah.
But you can see like your ass ends up. And so like it bucked you, and then your front end tucked, bars turned, front end tucked, and everything cartwheeled. And I think Melissa Decker was about to kill you when you kept trying to get on.
Yep.
I heard she was screaming at you pretty hardcore. So there's that. Thank you, Melissa. But yeah, that was a ride over to the hospital. That was a scary one for everybody because you were messed up.
Yeah. I was dang. It was probably like solid month or 2 after that.
Yeah,
like I was still having like awful headaches, like couldn't sleep, like I hit my head hard.
Yeah.
And then like I went to the doctor and everything, and she basically said like like if like quality of life, she's like, if like you stop racing, like your life's gonna suck basically. Like you're not gonna enjoy it. And I'm like, dang, I'm like, a doctor's telling me that? I'm like, so like, may as well go for it.
The
Like
doctor's telling me to live my life?
she says I'm good. So
Yeah.
came back for Tomahawk.
Yeah, you sat out
After-
for Buds.
After
Oh,
what?
Sunset and Buds. You sat out,
Yeah.
and then
Yup.
you came back for Tomahawk. And that was
Oh, and Bud's Creek, we sat out too.
Sunset and Buds.
Oh, Sunset and Buds. Yeah. But no
You
one
can tell he's hit us
no
up a
one
couple
knows
times.
this. But before I was gonna come back for Buds, but I ended up crashing again. So I didn't. But now you guys know.
Yeah. That was
So-
even kept from me, which I'm not
Yup.
gonna lie, I was pretty pissed off about.
Yeah.
When
Yeah. It was a scary crash. I was pretty good from it. Like I landed completely on my head, but my head was somehow perfectly fine. I was just like my back and everything was sore.
tweaked your back,
Yup.
jacked up the bike.
Yup.
Like it was.
Yeah. It was a gnarly crash.
Yeah.
But and then was like, yeah, I'll sit out for Buds.
Yeah.
Don't want to rush it.
Well, and that's obviously where everyone else experienced the heat,
Yeah.
and you didn't.
Yup.
So then Tomahawk came around, and that's where you experienced the heat
Yup.
after sitting out for 2 rounds, and obviously that kind of showed in your results too, because
Yeah.
you were out of it.
I was cooked. As
Literally.
some would say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
literally. I'm pretty sure I had like 2 heat strokes and was freezing cold at the end of the moto, even though it was really hot. But it just messed me up. So
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing too is if you've never experienced some sort of heat exhaustion, heat stroke, stuff like that, you don't realize that once you've witnessed it.
Yeah.
It was the year you won Daytona.
yeah, it was
It was in 2023
it would have been
on
at
the
Loretta's.
podium.
Yeah.
You were.
yeah.
No, was it Loretta's or no? Loretta's in 22 was the first time.
Yup.
That was the first time you witnessed it, and then again at Daytona on
Yup.
the podium, you're like
Like
looks like
shaking,
you're having
yeah.
a stroke.
Yeah.
And then
That's right.
it was again at Underground that year,
At Underground. And then
I think
I think it was Loretta's
and
again.
then
Or no, it wasn't.
I think you were
I
fine.
think I was
after
fine
that.
then, yeah.
But then obviously it happened at Tomahawk. But
Yup.
if it happens to you once, it's not that hard to do it again.
No.
And so I mean,
especially
that's-
not riding a lot and like
in that, you have
not
that
being in the
time
heat.
off and you not being used to the cold or the heat. And I'm pretty sure here in Wisconsin during that period
was
of time
chilly.
it was cold.
it was. Yeah.
So you obviously being, healing, you're not out riding, you weren't in the heat, you weren't doing anything. Then you go out there, it's hot. That track was just
Gnarly.
brutal.
Yeah.
So now we know, like obviously again, you learn things every
Yup.
race. So Tomahawk happened. Then we had, I think it was a little bit of time
We had
in between.
2
and then-
weeks off.
Yeah, was
and
it
I
2?
ended up going to PA.
Oh, that's right.
met up
That's when
with
you stayed. Yep.
Adam, and we went to 508 to ride with Brandon Hogue. He was there too. That was great riding, great training, and end up going first and second there with Brandon won one moto
At
one class.
What series was that? Any ATV race?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Any ATV, and then after that it was Pleasure Valley, right?
Pleasure Valley was after that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And made some bike changes. Was feeling really good. First moto made some mistakes. Didn't do too good. Probably. I don't know.
I don't remember exactly what it was. It was little mistakes.
Yeah.
Like you said. But yeah, obviously we did a lot of suspension adjustments that day.
Yep. And so I was feeling really good on the bike. Then second moto, I think I took 8th or something like that.
Yes.
Yup.
You had 7th until the very end.
Until
and
the last
Zach,
lap. Yup.
Zach got you on like the last lap on
Yup.
his adrenaline fueled,
That
whatever you
was
want to
crazy.
call that.
Yeah. That
From
Props to
knocked
him.
out
That was
to
sick.
passing a bunch of people.
yeah. That was awesome.
So,
But yeah, then 8th, and then the next day Pro-Am.
Pro-Am, yep.
Went out for qualifying. It was mud.
It was garbage.
Didn't qualify great, and I was pretty pissed off. I'm like, come
One
on.
was like, well, first qualifier.
Yep.
You got your fastest lap, I think, was your second lap, and then you tacoed an axle on that triple.
That's true.
There goes your chances of
That's
anything
right.
quicker.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and there's only one qualifier.
Yep.
So after that, you're not getting any faster because your bike's messed up. And then everyone else started gaining some speed towards the end.
Yep.
So
As
it
the
was
track
what
got
it was.
better,
I think you
yeah.
ended up like 6th or 7th qualifier.
Yeah.
So is what it is, I guess. But then motos happened.
Yep.
and-
Then Moto 1, I think I got I don't think I got a great hole shot. And Wani, he ended up checking out pretty much.
Yeah, because you got a terrible hole shot and you had to work your way up from like 5th or 6th.
Yeah. And then I ended up second that moto. We stayed pretty even, me and him. And
Yeah,
then,
it's like you gained up on him, but then there was just no more ground left.
No.
Like I feel like you're slowly picking off.
yeah.
But it just
Wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
And then second moto, I think I got like 3rd in the hole shot or something. Pretty good hole
You got a
shot.
pretty decent hole shot.
And then made some passes up into second, battled with Noah for a bit, got him. Knew I had to send it past him because there wasn't really anywhere to pass. So I'm like, screw it,
That was
I'll go for it.
ridiculous.
Felt like a pretty cool pass, but
On the outside.
on the outside, on the triple, and got off pretty good lead. And then I was pumped about that for sure.
Yeah.
Was a while since I did good.
Yeah,
so
2-1
felt
for
good.
the overall in Pro-Am at Pleasure Valley, and then obviously leaving there on a high.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
next weekend then. The next weekend was the Matt Bartosik race.
Yep.
And that was, I got a couple decent motos in, and then night
I
race for the
didn't.
pros and stuff. It rained. It
Mutter.
downpoured.
And then we realized, oh shoot, I didn't put in the big tires.
Big tires are not in your van.
And then I think I sucked in water too.
Yeah.
Or I sucked in water first moto.
Yep.
And then it wasn't great. So there was that race. And then the next race was Tri-City. And that race was not great either for me.
Yeah, and I mean, it was just Tri-City was obviously a quite emotional one for, I think, everybody.
Yeah.
And obviously it's no blame on the track.
No,
No
not at all.
blame on the Schiffer family whatsoever. It just, that section just happened to claim 3 pros that day.
Yep.
But
I'd like to say this.
Yeah.
We were riding there for like 2 weeks before, like almost every day.
Yeah.
I hit that thing a million times.
Right.
So did everyone else. Like it just,
Yeah. It just seemed like you 3 that crashed, yourself, Wesley, and Bryce, you're all kind of doing little things to gain an advantage through those rollers.
Yeah.
And when that was a high speed section.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
going that fast, there's no room for error.
No.
You all had a slight error
Yep.
that
Yeah.
had bad outcomes.
Yeah. So
You know.
I clipped my rear wheels on the last roller. I was trying to like jump over it, whatever. And I clipped it. I think like I didn't get knocked out or anything. I didn't get a concussion.
No.
I remember all this like clear as
Yeah.
day. Like I rode my front wheels basically off the lip of the triple.
That's exactly what Adam said too.
Bailed in the air because otherwise I was landing on my head.
Yeah.
And then like I swear I heard my foot snap,
I mean,
which was gnarly.
You landed in the uphill of the triple.
Like at the worst possible spot.
Right at, yeah.
Like-
you didn't even reach the knuckle
No.
or the downside. You got the face
Yeah.
of the landing.
Yeah. And then I remember I got landed on by Adam. And then somehow my chest was caught in my front tire and Nerf bar. I was stuck in between there. And then my broke foot was in my swing arm. So I have no clue how that happened.
I think it just happened because Adam said he hit your bike.
Yeah.
And he obviously thought he killed you when that happened.
Yeah.
He hit your bike.
Yeah.
That did a lot of damage to the bike because it snap ball joints in half.
Did Adam end up crashing?
No,
He didn't? Okay,
I don't know
yeah.
how.
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought.
it did ripped the wheel right off the quad.
Yeah.
And I think that then caught you, like it sucked you back up into it.
Oh,
Like
probably,
as
yeah.
you were obviously you both were rolling, but I think it getting hit, then it just swooped up and grabbed
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Adam. He saved me from that. He was the one that flipped the bike off me.
Flipped the bike. He parked the
got me out,
bike,
so-
his bike in front of you, and
Yup.
your bike got off, and yeah, he was,
Yeah. Shout out Adam.
no,
You're a real one. But yeah, it was gnarly. And then like I had so much adrenaline. I wasn't really in like a lot of pain yet.
you
Like,
seemed really calm though. I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah.
like you were.
Like I've had stuff happen before, and I knew my foot was broke. I didn't know it was this bad, obviously.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I probably would have been freaking out a little bit
Yeah.
more. But yeah, so they cut my gear off on the track, and my shins are split open. You can see my bone
Yeah, it was
on both my shins.
disgusting.
Pretty big, pretty gnarly cut. But they thought my legs were broke, which I didn't think they were broke. Like my foot was in so much pain, my foot and ankle, and like it looked pretty gnarly. They got out of the boot, which hurt really bad.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they did it. Well, I had all the adrenaline still.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so for those of you who don't know where Tri-City is, it's like kind of in the middle of nowhere, so there's no like big hospital over there.
Yeah.
So there was an ambulance there. Luckily, and I'm like, just take me by ambulance. But they're like, dude, like you don't want to go
Yeah.
to our hospital. So they're like, we're gonna life flight you out. So yeah, ended up getting a helicopter ride to the hospital. That was pretty gnarly. And yeah, get to the hospital. First thing I remember, they take me out, bring me into a room with like 30 nurses and doctors. There were so many people in there. And like everyone's like poking me with needles, like IV stuff, like giving me stuff. And yeah, they took x-rays in there. And then they ended up taking me to a different room where I was all alone and like just a nurse. Mm-hmm. And then my dad finally got there because it's like a 2-hour drive, I think, or hour and a half.
Hour and a half,
like
2
that.
hours from the track.
From the track, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up getting there, and we waited forever. And then the doctor finally came in. It's probably, I don't know, 4 a.m. Like, when he finally comes in, he's like, well, he said it's our policy for the x-rays to take up to 18 hours to be read. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that makes no sense. Like, what if, like, something's really messed up? But he's like, yeah, our x-ray reader, whatever, didn't get to read them yet, but I just took a look at them. Nothing's broke. Everything looks fine. Looks like it's probably just a sprain. And, like, mind you, there's a bone sticking out of my foot.
Yeah.
Like, it was so gnarly.
Disgusting.
And, like, my toes are, like, my foot's, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's, like, folded in half. And the part that makes it wide, the navicular, I think it is
You're
crushed.
learning all these new phrases
Yeah,
now.
is crushed in and on the complete opposite side. So, like, there's a bone sticking out the opposite side of my foot. My foot's, like, narrow and, like, folded in half. But, yeah, he's like, yeah, it's just sprained. He's like, oh, and then he goes, think you can walk out of here? And I'm like, I obviously said some choice words to him. And I'm like, yeah, basically my foot's broke with a few other words in there. And he's like, so you don't think like you can walk out of here? You think you need a wheelchair? I'm like, dude, my foot is broke. Like he wasn't getting it. And he's like, okay, well, we'll admit you to the hospital tonight. And I'm like, okay, good. Like I'm like, it's pretty jacked up. Like I'm not going to be able to go back home like this. And yeah, they admit me to the hospital. Had great nurses, but some of the doctors weren't that great. So that was Sunday. I waited all day Sunday, didn't eat because they're like, you're going to have surgery. Because the doctors finally read it. They're like, yeah, your foot is messed up. Like it's bad. A bunch of stuff's shattered, broke. There's stuff where it's not supposed to be.
Well, and I feel like right away on Sunday, they're just like, oh yeah, it looks like you got like 2 broken bones.
Yeah, that's all they were saying it is. And then they finally look back at it and they're like, ooh, they're like, dude, like you need surgery now.
Yeah.
Or I guess before that, I wasn't supposed to eat. And then nurse came in and she's like, yeah, you can eat. It's getting too late. You're not going to have surgery. And then I eat. 10 minutes after I'm done eating, the surgeon comes in or someone from it would have been the anesthesiologist comes in. They're like, you need surgery now. They take me down immediately, start getting me ready. The surgeon comes in and I tell her, I'm like, yo, like I just ate. Like, she's like, oh shoot. Like she was pretty pissed that they let me eat. They're like, we told them not to. Like, who told you to eat? And I'm like, I told them, whatever. I'm sure they got their
Somebody had a bad day.
Yeah, someone probably had a bad day. Sorry, but yeah. Then I had to wait a few hours. Then I had surgery Saturday night, and I wake up with 8 rods sticking out of my leg and 2 pins, and I was so out of it. There's a video of me flipping my dad off and showing him my foot because like he wasn't able to stay there. He was sleeping in a waiting room because they wouldn't let him in by me. But yeah, there's a pretty funny video out there of that. I had no clue what was going on, and yeah, it was gnarly. My foot's all bloody and stuff. But yeah, so there's that. That was Sunday night, Monday morning, and then my dad finally got in by me and called my mom or told my mom like, hey, you got to catch a flight. Like it's it's pretty bad. He's probably gonna be here for a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, my mom gets there. It was pretty sad seeing her or whatever. I was on so much stuff still. Like I was pretty out of it. And like I was looking back at some of my texts with people. There's a text between me and Jeffrey. I was like telling him I'm in debt or something. It was pretty funny. So like
I mean, they put you, it was like 2 days after that Monday.
Yep.
They put you on ketamine.
I was on ketamine, fent, and Dilaudid
Like
for a few days.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah. I was feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. But yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah.
So I was on some crazy stuff and then I got off of it and then I was on Oxy for a while. But like whenever that would wear off, like I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
Like I've never been in so much pain in my life.
Well, and they also had you on all this crap, and then they switched you to such a small dose of Oxy.
Yep.
Like that's a huge change.
That was bad. And then they realized like, yeah, like he needs a little bit more. So they like, I think tripled my dose of Oxy, which is gnarly. And then I was on that for a while, and my mom didn't want me getting hooked. So, or I guess I'll go back. They were saying every day, like, yep, you're going to have surgery tomorrow. You're going to have surgery tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So I ended up being there for 14 days.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. And I was going to leave 10 days, but I ended up having problems where I was passing out when I would try to stand up and move. And, like, my blood pressure was crazy high, or crazy low, maybe. I don't know. It was something. And, like, my heart rate was, like, really weird. And, yeah, so that was pretty gnarly. And then at first we were like, yeah, we're going to just get a medical transport to the motorhome at Tri-City 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Which would have been best case scenario. But they didn't want me to leave and go home. They're like, we'll transport you back home to a different hospital. And the prices that they got us were insane. We're like, heck no. We're like, so my mom went out and found her own medical transport, which was like
way cheaper.
A quarter the price or something. Like,
I think it was less than that.
Oh, less than that. A tenth of the price it was. Yeah. So we ended up doing that, which was great. But the ride back sucked. It was like, it took like 18 hours, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't get to go home. I had to go to the hospital in Marshfield. But the hospital in Pittsburgh messed up. And they told us they wouldn't call my hospital and tell me to admit me to the hospital there, which like they can do or whatever. They're like, nah, just go through the ER.
Yeah.
So that was the night I got there. It was a whole shit show or whatever, trying to get that figured out. It was a mess, and I'm in so much pain at that point. And I finally get there, and they admit me to the ER. And then everyone's like trying to figure out like, why are you here? And I'm like there's stuff messed up. And then doctor finally came in and he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, yeah, dude, like you'll go to the hospital for sure for a few days. And then I wanted to go home so bad the next day. I had to walk 50 feet with a walker, which the furthest I walked before was like 4 feet.
Yeah.
And like I was in so much pain and I was like about to pass out. I'm soaking wet, sweating. But I'm like, shoot, I gotta go home. So like pushed through it and walked 50 feet with a walker, which was at that point, like that was huge. And then I called my mom. I'm like, hey, you can come pick me up. Like I'm good to go. So I was pumped to be home. So she took me home, got me some food, some home food. That was pretty nice. And then it was probably a week after that I went in. They were thinking they were going to have to do a surgery, but my foot was so swollen. Mm-hmm. They're like, no, we got to wait another month. Mm-hmm. Or no.
Well, and at this point too, you had external like rigging.
Yeah. So I got 8 rods sticking on my legs and 2 pins.
Yeah.
Or my foot and ankle. But like that, I was in so much pain and we were having to clean them every day and they'd bleed and my mom would have to rip the scabs off, which sorry to anyone who does want to hear that. That's so gross. And then part of my foot started to die and it's all black. And we're like, oh my gosh, like that's not good. And I don't got feeling in my toes. And then we go in and they tell me, yeah, you got to wait like another 3 weeks to a month. It must have been before my next surgery. So I was so miserable staying at home. Like it sucked. Like worst time of my life. Like I've never been so miserable. Like I was in so much pain. And then my mom took me off the oxy, which like I'm so glad she did. Like I don't want to be a druggie. So I was just on like aspirin or Tylenol or something, like the minimal dose. So I was in like a ton of pain, but like I was getting through it. And then going for surgery, and they weren't sure what they were gonna have to do there. It's probably gonna be like 3-hour surgery. Oof. And which pretty long surgery. And they're like, yeah, dude, don't be surprised if you wake up with more rods in your legs. And they're like, I'm like, I asked a surgeon, I'm like, is there any chance you're going to have to cut my foot off? He's like, well, that is always a possibility. He said, like, your foot's pretty jacked. He said, but we're really going to try to save it, which like even now that's still a possibility. I really doubt it. It's a small chance, but
anything can happen.
Anything can happen at any time. But so going for surgery, supposed to be like 3.5 hours. It ended up being like 7 hours or 6.5, 7 hours.
Ugh.
And I wake up, look at my foot. It was no rods in there. I was so pumped about that. I'm like, heck yeah. But I had so many nerve blocks, I couldn't feel any pain.
Yeah.
I had like 3 or 4, I think. So, they're like, yeah, there's just 1 pin in your foot right now. So I'm like, heck yeah. And then, it was... My next appointment was 2 or 3 weeks after that. I don't know. I'm so bad with the time. It feels like this has been
forever.
Not
just a couple months.
Not just a couple months, no. But I go back in. They look at it. They cut my cast off, and it was I get so queasy. It was so bloody, and my stitches, like where they were, it was so scabbed. They had to rip my scabs off. Ugh. Like a big scab to get my stitches out. Ooh. And
well, you're not, it's clear the air here too. You're not somebody that's really good with that stuff to begin with.
No.
So
any blood I'm so queasy over, which like I'm sure I'm over exaggerating a little bit about this, but like it was gnarly. It was so bloody.
Everybody's different.
Yeah. Like in my standards it was pretty gross.
Yeah.
And then they take my stitches out, which like I've had stitches before, but oh my gosh, with all the nerve damage down there, I've never had something hurt that bad. Like, and them fiddling with my foot, like cleaning all the blood off my pin. And then, they put this deal on me. This whatever it's called. I don't
It's
know.
weird. Like it's a steel
Splint
essentially.
splint with straps that I just strap my foot in.
Yeah.
And then I still gotta clean my pin every day and wrap it up with sari strips, I think they're called. And then
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, the whole bottom of my foot right now is raw. Like it's gross.
Yeah.
Cause I had like a bunch of, I forget what they call it, fracture blisters or something like that.
Interesting.
So I think I don't know if the bones came out of the bottom of my foot. I don't know how that works.
I don't think nothing actually stuck out.
No,
But
somehow it blistered though.
Yeah, that's super
Like
weird.
like you saw the huge blister, right?
Yeah. Well, and I know there was like a bump on the bottom of your foot, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And I think that ended up being like the bone right there.
Yeah.
Like trying to get out.
Yeah. So that ended up.
And that was one of your top bones. I remember that.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it
was my
wasn't
top
supposed to
bone
be
going
down
out the
there.
bottom of my foot. So that blister ended up multiplying by like 4, and it was massive. And I didn't see it until like the day before surgery.
Well, I mean, how often are you looking at the bottom of your foot?
Oh, never.
Any day.
Yeah, but I just had like my leg on my foot, and I was kind of just looking at my foot, looking at the pins. I see the bottom of my foot. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, that's so gross. Which luckily they like ripped it or cut it all off.
Yeah.
So now the bottom of my foot's raw, and like most of the side of my foot and the top.
Yeah.
And then like it died too, and they think the muscle might be dead too because I can't really move my toes. So it's like called compartment syndrome, I think, or something like that. But
who knows? I mean, there's
yeah.
time will tell. Of
Oh
course.
yeah, exactly.
Now you will have more surgeries coming up, correct?
Yep. So hopefully only one, but they're thinking 2.
Okay.
So basically my next surgery, it's not gonna be major or anything. They're just gonna cut off all the tendons on my toes. So they're practically gonna just flop around. I'll never be able to move them.
Gross.
Yeah, because right now they're like stiff and like curled under my foot.
Okay.
So like if I try to walk, like it'll be like super weird because like my toes are like under my foot right now.
So you're just gonna have like loose.
Yeah, basically.
And that's gonna be that's how it is.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Which I don't know. I'm fine with that.
So it's a good thing motocross boots are like hard on top.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good that pretty much you just got to move your ankle. There's not much toe movement going on in moto boots.
I mean, and you're still gonna have feeling though, or no?
They're not sure. I'll
I
find out.
guess you don't know
in
yet.
like 9 months.
Okay.
So
I mean, the only thing I could see is it's gonna be really weird. Well, first of all, do you plan on returning to riding?
100%.
Okay.
I don't care what anyone says. Like
You're
my mom,
determined.
she's pretty upset about this whole ordeal. Like she's obviously been my caretaker,
Right.
And like taking care of me, and like she doesn't come to the races or anything. So this is the only thing she sees from it. Just like all my injuries and stuff. Like, yeah, it's been pretty rough on her too.
Yeah, and I mean,
like,
in her defense too, like she has seen you go through some pretty decent injuries and stuff like that. So, as a mom, it's gonna take a big toll on you.
yeah, you hate to see your kid like,
and not to be this person either, but you are the baby of the family.
Yep.
So, like, she definitely doesn't want to see her only son, her baby, like, constantly going through this crap.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, obviously, as much as I want to see you out there and everything, like, I can't have anything against her having thoughts like that, because if I was in her shoes, I'd probably be in the same boat.
For sure. Yeah, I don't blame her one bit. But yeah, I'm 100% going back racing.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, this is something that you do love, and so obviously, this is going to be a long journey.
Yeah.
You coming back. And really, none of us know how long it will take.
No. Yeah, we don't have any idea, because after the next surgery, they'll try to get me walking, putting weight on it. Mm-hmm. But like, I got so many plates and screws in there right now. Yeah. Like, my foot's massive.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how it'll be walking. And then I'll need they said every few years I'll need more surgeries.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
For like the rest of my life.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how they know that.
Yeah, that's
like,
really weird.
But he's
Yeah, it's
like,
hard to say. I mean,
yeah, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Everyone heals different.
Right.
Everyone's situations different. Like,
right.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're one of those people that, in my eyes anyways, you're one of those people that you put your mind towards something and you accomplish it. Like, you're a very determined person and you strive to get what you want.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know, as long as you keep your hopes up, as long as you keep your drive going, I don't see anything against it. Obviously, you already know, I'm still behind you.
Yeah.
You know, we have plans on things.
Yep.
To, when the time comes, get you on the bike and, do some riding before that can even take any sort of bumps and jumps.
Yep.
Which I know is going to be hard for you because you love to jump. But,
oh, yeah.
I mean, otherwise, do you think that you will go to any of the 2026 racing rounds just to hang out?
Honestly, I haven't thought that far ahead yet, really. Yeah. But yeah, for sure, I'd like to.
Yeah.
Even if it's not racing, like,
even if whenever you get to come back, you get to come back. Whether it's next year, whether it's the year after. Obviously, like I said, we don't know.
Yeah.
They just didn't know if you had anybody that might be wondering, like, are we going to see you at all next year if you can't ride?
I'll be for sure, like,
come hang out.
Yeah, I'll for sure come hang out at a few rounds, like probably some of the closer ones, maybe Daytona, just to be there.
There you go.
I know, like, there's probably a good chance I won't be racing Daytona or any of the first few races, but I hope to. But
whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, whatever happens.
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll move on from that.
Yep.
And hopefully we didn't gross too many people out with all this. But obviously you're when you do come back, you're planning on making the return to Pro and Pro-Am?
Yep.
At the ATMX National Series, of course. But what are some of your, obviously we kind of rolled through every round of this year.
Yeah.
But as throughout your whole racing career, what's some of your like highlights or your most memorable moments in your eyes?
That's a good question. I'd say the first one that just like jumps out at me is my first national win at Monster Mountain. Yeah, that was that was really cool. Mm-hmm. Like it was a pretty bad weekend. We get there, they gave us a terrible parking spot way far away from everyone. And then our AC went out. It was like 103 and we were so miserable. And like my dad was kind of pissed like about all that stuff. I go out win. And then it rained the next day, so they canceled. So I ended up getting the overall. So we were pumped about that.
So it was like all these things that just kept like hammering you down and you made it work in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, that's cool.
It was only like the 70 class or whatever, but it was a big deal at the time.
Yeah.
That jumps out at me. And then I'd say 2019 Loretta's.
Okay.
Yeah, 2019 Loretta's. I felt like that was my first race on the 250 where like everything clicked. Like I knew I was like you said at Unadilla,
mm-hmm.
like that's when you first noticed.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like where like everything started to click, where like I started going faster was Loretta's 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone's gonna have their own moments, so it's your head, whatever sticks out to you.
Yeah. Those were just the two first ones that jumped out at me.
Yeah,
and then like obviously Daytona 2023
when you won.
When I won, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and then, dang, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you don't need to have a crap ton of them.
Yeah, no, those are like the main ones I can just think of right now. I know I got so many more.
No, like, absolutely. And obviously there's a lot of memories when it comes to doing this.
Yeah.
And
it's hard to just pick.
And it's not just on the track either.
No.
Just things that happen around in the pits and stuff like that too. But shift gears a little bit. what, obviously we all know the Jayden Londerville at the racetrack, on the track. I mean, you're just this monster that is always pushing, always breaking shit. Like,
Sorry.
What's JJ outside of racing? What do you like to do?
Well, right now I can't really do too much. I've been trying to do more stuff. I'm still working out every day, trying to do kind of as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, recently I've been playing a lot of MX bikes. Been grinding on that for a bit.
Getting good?
Pretty decent. Yeah. Not terrible. There's a bunch of guys who are way faster than me.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I don't know, just like hanging with buddies, like just
for sure.
ripping pit bikes for fun, stuff like that. Just bought a moped actually from Parker Worka last night. So,
and if you ever followed Parker's social media, it's Yamaha Zuma. And it is the Zuma that he used to make a lot of videos on.
Yeah. So
it is roached.
Got that. Thing's pretty clean. Pretty pumped about it.
Yeah, it's mint.
Yeah, I just figured, I'm like, dang, I need something to rip around on. Like, I can't really shift with this. I'm like, I need something not super fast. So, yeah, I got that. Me and another buddy bought one. Or he bought another moped.
Or
something.
Not a Piaggio. That's a good brand. It's China.
It's a Chinese
It's
brand.
China.
But, yeah, I got those to rip around on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just, I don't know. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Whatever. You never played any other sports?
In grade school I played basketball, but I wasn't coordinated enough. So drop that.
It's actually really funny. You're 6'7".
Yep.
And we're gonna get this out of the way. Hopefully it stops, because I can see it in your face every time you get to ask this out in public.
Basketball.
You're 6'7". No, you don't play basketball, and no, you're not good at basketball.
Yeah, I will say, in Florida this year, me and Adam played a ton of basketball. I did get a lot better. I can dunk pretty, not right now, obviously.
Right now.
But I used to be able to dunk pretty decent.
Yeah.
But yeah, not anymore. So.
Is there any other hobbies that you have?
Oh yeah.
Besides working out?
Yeah.
Playing MX bikes.
I like coyote hunting. That's pretty big up here. I last year bought a thermal and a new AR, so I'm pretty big into guns and stuff like that. So whenever I can, I go coyote hunting. I haven't been since my foot got hurt, but yeah, pretty much that.
I feel like a new hobby you picked up this year is very artistically dismantling smart cars.
Oh, that is a.
Before that, it was dismantling Surons. Now it's smart cars.
Now it's smart cars. Yeah, I thought it'd be sick to buy a smart car to rip around on the end of last year.
Which is really actually quite funny, because it's like a cozy coupe for you.
Yeah. They're actually quite roomy inside. I will say that. Wait, this is your first time seeing it, right?
No, I've seen it before.
Oh, you have? Yeah. Oh, okay.
First time seeing it in this condition.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, my buddy Lane McDaniels, Justice, he came up for like a week after one of the races, and yeah, we were sending that thing on the track, and I'm like, dude, like, take some videos of me. He gets out, like the second video he takes, the airbag goes off. I'm like, I didn't even send it half as hard as we were before. I'm like, come on. And then yeah, she still runs good. Just I need to charge the battery because I left the lights on. But right now we're cutting the roof off of that. Me and another one of my buddies. But yeah, gonna make that thing pretty sweet.
There you go. You go. You also put a hole in the block?
Yep.
JB
welded it. There is no oil in the motor. I've been running it for a while. Like, that runs fine. So
for science.
No coolant. Yeah, she rips though. So
do you see, like, everybody that's watching this is like figuring out, like, why is Leon still around? Now you figured it out.
Yeah.
You don't take care of anything.
Yeah, I'm not the best mechanic, I wouldn't say, but
yeah, I can confirm.
Yeah.
Well, future plans. You're planning on coming back,
Yep.
and you've got unfinished business. But where do you see yourself in the future with ATV racing?
Yeah, so I guess really depending on my foot, what ideally I'd like to see go back, race pro class, start doing better than I did this year, get more comfortable, which I know I can do. I know what it takes now. I know all the not ins and out, but I don't know what the right word is, but I've experienced that.
You just learned a lot. Yeah. You've got that experience that
exactly. So hopefully, obviously everyone's goal is to win, and that was my goal forever, win a pro championship, and I still love to do that. I don't see in a few years still working hard, everything pays off. Hopefully get up there and win a pro championship. That's ultimately the end goal.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. And the other thing too with it, when you are healthy, you are spending a lot of time training. You're spending a lot of time riding. You this year you went out and you traveled a bunch and rode. But otherwise, when you are here at the compound, I'm going to call it, obviously you do have a private track that you ride on.
Yeah. Yep.
But you're not 100% on just training and riding and stuff like that. You are,
working.
Obviously your dad's episode, he explained the business. You're working. You work for the business.
Yep. Yeah.
And,
so
you're a grunt essentially.
Yeah. It really sucks right now. I'd love to be out there working. Honestly, I know a lot of people think that's cap or whatever, but I'd love to be out there working right now. I really don't. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Do you want to explain what do you do?
Yeah. So my dad owns a steel business. We sell steel for a living.
Yeah.
So practically what I do, we get a clipboard with a list of things or basically just an order, what people ordered. And we pull all the orders. It's either 12 foot, 20 foot, or 24 foot, or 40 foot. Most of it's 20 and 24 foot. But we pull steel orders all day. Some days we'll pull 250,000 pounds of steel a day. And between me and two other guys usually. So it's a lot of steel. We move a lot of steel. And I really enjoy it actually. Some days it gets old, but we got a good group of guys. I like all of them. So fortunate enough to get to do that. And fortunate enough to get go on vacation, I guess.
Yeah.
And get a ride.
Yeah.
So pretty fortunate for all of that.
Yeah.
And then just working, pulling steel, loading semis, unloading semis, cutting steel, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And why I ask that is a lot of this is where I would usually ask hey, do you ever see yourself, kind of working inside the ATV racing world or just power sports industry as a whole? But you kind of already have your future in your sights.
Yeah.
You know what you want to do. You know what you're going to do.
Yep.
And that is eventually one day is kind of take over the family business.
Yeah. Hopefully one day it'll be long ways from now. I got so much more to learn. I've been working out in the shop since I was 13 or something, or 12. I don't know, something like that. But for a while now.
More serious,
more
recent
serious,
years,
recent years,
you've always
yeah.
Kinda...
But more serious probably 3 years ago.
Yeah, I'd say I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously take over that one day. That'd be
you'd be the third generation of the family
Yep.
business.
My grandpa and dad started it 48 plus years ago, something like that. Or I don't know.
I mean, your dad isn't even that old. I mean, he's
yeah
older than that, but
yeah. So basically how it started, it was just a junkyard, and people would come pick out stuff. So I guess
business, essentially.
scrap. Yeah. So I guess this business, not that quite that long, but yeah, I'd be third generation. So
Yeah. No, then that's cool. You know,
Yeah.
and obviously you would still be involved with our racing world and everything because, again, like your dad said in his episode, he does supply material to a lot of people within our racing community.
Yeah.
That produce product. Like obviously, I've got my van here that just got loaded with a crap ton of steel that I get to take back to Ohio with me.
yeah,
And it's going to become A-arms and swing arms and steering stems and subframe, whatever, chassis. But, you know, with that and with the future and everything else, since we're already talking about it, you know, what do you want to see happen with the future of ATV racing?
I'd love for it to grow.
Yeah.
Like, but there's I feel a lot of stuff that's got to happen before it grows.
Like what?
Ooh,
Let's talk about it.
put me on the spot.
That's exactly it.
I don't know, more I don't know. Like, I feel like something that would really help is like more outside of our series, like sponsors and stuff. Like for the series, like get some different eyes on it and like a different view, how to grow it, like all that stuff can help. And then obviously it'd be awesome. I'm sure this would never happen, but if like we got like live TV coverage, or even like at Pleasure Valley, how they had the
live stream.
Yeah,
And Briarcliff, they had it too.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Briarcliff had that too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think that helps. That's a start
For sure.
because people that aren't there have something that they can watch.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that spreads around a little bit more. And, you know, obviously outside sponsors is going to be, you know, Monster, Red Bull, Rockstar, 7-Eleven, you know, all the dog food brands that are, you know, there's some of those in Supercross. Like, these companies aren't just going to walk in
No.
and say, hey, I want to sponsor you.
Yeah.
They don't even know who the hell you are.
No.
They've
No.
never heard of you. They've
Yeah.
never heard of four-wheeler racing or ATV motocross. You know, they think that if they ever heard ATV racing, they'd think that we're out there on Grizzlies and Outlanders and
in
stuff.
a field. Yeah.
Yeah. And that obviously just falls on all of us, everybody that's in this community, doing more with promoting them, like you promoting yourself. Obviously, the 4130 Motorsports, which your dad runs that stuff, you know, he posts a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah.
You know, and it even comes down to me doing better at promoting myself, which I'm hoping I get turned around here very soon. But all of us just need to kind of do a little bit better and get that, find that video of our sport that goes viral and gets in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And then their algorithm picks that up because hopefully so-and-so, you know, whatever person out there liked it.
Yeah.
Their algorithm starts getting more of it, and it sees somebody from these companies and sees like, oh, these guys actually try. They're you know, themselves. They're promoting the crap out of this sport, and then someone walks in and or we're then able to contact a company where they don't just junk or spam or delete it.
Oh, for sure.
You know, it's
yeah.
Anything else you want to see though?
Dang, I don't know. I guess like right now, like in the moto world, like all the bike guys, like there's huge drama. Like they hate us for some reason, and like most
The
of
slow
fast
guys hate us.
most
'cause
of
they
fast
hate
dudes
us.
are pretty cool with us. It's most C class guys that are like
it's
the
slower
goons.
guys that can't.
Yeah.
They get pissed off when.
Yeah, I'd love for them to see us as like, I don't know, like part of the community. I guess like more tracks open up.
Yeah.
Because like right now in Wisconsin, we got
Oh, it's
barely any ride.
slim pickings at this
Even
point.
like the series, like it's D.
There is no Wisconsin series.
For bikes though, it's
D16.
D16, but like we were a part of that.
The
and then-
last quad D16 race was at Sugar Maple in 2014.
Yeah,
It was a double header there.
yeah, exactly. For even like if somehow we could become part of that again.
Yeah.
Or like
if they opened it back up. And I mean, that's just it is, you know, like I was at that last event and I raced one other race that year. And I think obviously I didn't qualify because I didn't have enough races, but I was 5th in points for the two races that I did where I won.
Yeah.
And I mean, there was like not very many people were even signing up for the quad
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing with all the tracks that don't allow quads anymore
Yeah.
because all the bike guys bitch.
yeah,
Like, if more tracks would open up, it'd help or like allow us to ride. It would help us grow so much.
well, and so many of us leave because
Yeah.
there isn't anything.
And like, who's gonna buy? Like, what kid is gonna see a quad and a bike in a showroom and be like, "Oh, I can ride the bike everywhere,
Yeah.
anywhere,"
Yeah.
and then see a quad and be like, "Oh, I can only ride that here on a certain day."
yeah,
Like, they're obviously
once a
gonna,
month at this one track that happens to be 3 hours away from.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like if they would open up and allow us and like stuff that like us as a community have to work on. A lot of quad guys like bitch about
Yeah, quit your bitching,
everything.
everybody.
Like, guys, like if a track allows you to ride, you don't.
That's just it.
Like
Yeah.
Tomahawk, I can't tell you how many people were complaining about it. It's like, guys, it's a track that we can ride.
Yeah.
Like, don't go blowing it. Like, you guys got to do better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, just stuff like that.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, and that's a huge part of it is getting that. And one story that I thought of with like the bike guys hating us.
Yeah.
Obviously, you brought up Parker. You
Yep.
know Parker, and
Yeah.
you know his cousin Bryce. Obviously, at this point, Parker was a pro in our series, ATVMX Pro, and his cousin Bryce. I don't remember if he was a pro, if he had his pro card yet, or if he was still working on getting his pro card. But we were all riding at Sugar Maple, which is down by the Wisconsin Dells, and Bryce Backus is his last name.
Yep.
He took my quad out. Dirt bike guy. Took my quad out for a few laps, whatever. He literally just turned my quad off, and some dirt bike guy who I remember seeing him, he was like a C class rider, comes walking by and fucking quads. Bryce, the dirt bike rider, turns around and just chews this guy out. Like, you slow piece of shit. Like, he fuck you. Like, it was great because it was like, you just said that to the wrong guy. He's one of you that could run laps around you.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just the slow guys hate us because you never want, if you're a dirt bike rider, you never want the quad guys to pass you.
Yeah.
And there's,
oh, yeah.
not to be this guy, but there's a lot of quad guys that can pass the dirt bike guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I go to Syracuse
Oh, I bet.
and go there and I like smoke bike guys. And like they're so mad and like they'll say stuff to me and I'm like, dude, like get faster then. Like I don't know what to say. Like it's not my fault.
Right.
Like
right.
whatever.
Also, since you were talking about more tracks allowing us, did you hear what track is going to start allowing quads?
Waldo.
Yeah, buddy.
I was
so
pumped about that.
Courtney, obviously my wife,
Yep.
she told me about it. I probably got a little too excited. She's like, "You been there, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." So JJ and I used to ride there, and like it was so
Dude,
fun.
that place
It
is
was
sick, right?
The track
Yeah.
was sick. Yeah. Like I said, I got way too excited, but I got flashbacks like when we used to go there. Like, oh, I can't wait. Hopefully, go there again one day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll kind of start wrapping it up here. We've been sitting down for a little while now. First of all, if say somebody just walked up to you and is talking to you because you're a pro, people look up to you, and they mention, "Hey, I'm just getting into ATV racing. Do you got any advice for me?" What would you have to say?
Yeah, so I guess it depends on the age. Like and like what their goals are. Like if it's like a kid.
I mean, if it's a kid, especially, they're obviously the sky's the limit in their eyes.
Yeah, like obviously I guess this goes for any age, but just have fun. Like you don't gotta
100%.
you don't gotta take it like so serious. Like it's obviously all of our hobbies. Like we love doing it.
Yeah.
So just
And
don't
you said it. It's a hobby.
yeah, don't lose sight of that. Like always just have fun with it. Like that's the main thing. And like when you lose having fun with it, like lose like sight of like how fun it really is and like how fortunate we all are to be able to ride. Like it's not like you just need to have fun with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a solid answer, really. And that is I think, in my eyes, that is the number one thing.
Yeah.
Is like,
Yeah.
you need to have fun with it, and you need to remember this is what it's all about.
100%.
Like that is the perfect answer.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you were going to say, and you hit it right on the head in my eyes.
Thank you.
But where can people find you on social media?
Yeah.
Let's hear everything.
So all I really know is Instagram and Snapchat, but I'll just say my Instagram. It's Londerville _3.
I think your TikTok is real similar to that too, isn't it?
I think it's either Londerville 94 or Jayden Londerville 94. Because someone had Jayden Londerville 3.
That one you've been using lately?
Yeah. It's I know it ends in 94, but
We're going to turn that way down. I'm not usually going to do this, but I'm going to because now I'm curious.
I think it is, right?
Jayden Londerville.
I guess if you just search up Jayden Londerville.
It's all one word, Jayden Londerville, but no E at the end, and there's a 5 at the end. Yeah, that's one you've been posting to lately.
No way. That is my
I'm sure if you search
Jayden 94 is my email. Okay, yeah, yeah.
If you search Jayden Londerville on anything, obviously I think that would show up.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You are on Facebook.
I am.
You do have a racing page on Facebook as well. So if obviously Jayden Londerville,
I think it's just Jayden Londerville.
You never post to that, but then there's Jayden Londerville Race page, I think it's called, or Jayden Londerville Racing.
Yep.
4130 Motorsports.
Oh, yep.
Is a big one for you too. But otherwise, yeah, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
You don't have a YouTube yet.
Nope. Not yet.
Yet.
I've been working on some videos, but I'll probably never post them. So.
I've said that for years, and that now is the time where I'm like, this is happening. Like, I need to do this.
Really? Yeah.
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 So.
Heck yeah.
No. And so that's your socials. Everybody go follow him.
Yep. Thank you.
Follow the team that he's on.
Appreciate it.
So follow my work.
Yep.
Anyone that you want to give a shout out to, who you want to plug before we roll on out of here?
Obviously, Leon for having this podcast, letting us get our name out there and stuff. Yeah. Doug, it's his wedding tomorrow.
We're going to his wedding.
We're going to his wedding tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited
and
about that.
And it's your 21st
And it's my 21st birthday with Doug. So
oh, man.
That should be pretty fun.
He's probably got a pack of cigarettes for you.
Oh, yeah. You want to know what? I'm not 21 yet, so I couldn't get them. I was thinking we were going to go tomorrow there, but we're leaving tonight. I was going to get him a ton of cigarettes.
Oh, my God.
For his wedding present, but ended up not doing that. So sorry, Doug.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is. Well, who else?
Obviously my mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
They helped me out so much with racing.
Absolutely.
And obviously my injury helped me out a lot with that. Yeah, everyone. Dang, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now, but everyone who helps out, like, super appreciative of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got a pretty solid sponsorship list. And I mean, that's another thing too is, we have worked with some of these people long enough, and obviously they just know some people just know who you are. But another thing about like promoting yourself and stuff like that, there's one of your sponsors that reached out to me and, kind of asked about different things. And obviously the other big thing too is you have a race report that gets emailed out to everybody that's on that contact list. All your sponsors, I get it. Anybody that's involved with the team gets this race report emailed to them. And he said that he was getting them, but he didn't really read the last couple, but he asked how everything was going. And I obviously had to tell him the same thing that you just explained on this episode. And obviously when you don't know when you're coming back, it's hard to try to gather sponsors because it's, I'm sorry, I'd love to have support with you and be a partner with you, but I don't know when I'm going to be back racing.
Yeah.
And this company's like, well, don't worry about it, it's fine. When he's back on the bike, we're all set, everything's good to go.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to have the report with sponsors. And,
so they know what's up.
Yeah. And obviously, like, some of these sponsors are friends to us now too.
Yep.
Just because the relationships are that good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, thank you to everybody that is part of his program. And, obviously thank you for keeping me on and obviously continuing to work with me.
Heck yeah.
Thank you for sitting down with me today.
Yeah,
of
no
course.
problem.
Obviously I was here anyways, but you still could have said no or piss off, whatever. And then obviously your involvement with the press conferences this year.
Oh yeah.
You're always one of the first ones that I would interview on the pre-race days. And it obviously you could have ducked out when you saw me grab my stuff, but you always came down with me. You're always one of the first ones to sit down and do the interview.
Heck yeah.
So I mean, like thank you for your involvement and being willing to try things with me, because obviously you're kind of my guinea pig on a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Whether it's trying different things on the bike or, doing stuff like this podcast now, like you're right there anyway, so I can kind of grab you and try stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, thank you.
Heck yeah.
And
for sure.
obviously we've had some highs, we've had some lows, and I hope we continue having more.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
More highs.
More
obviously.
highs. Yep.
I don't want any more lows, but
Yep.
if it happens, it happens.
Happens, yeah. Yeah.
So, but thank you everybody for watching this, for listening to this, and putting up with us sitting here talking.
Yep.
Because I mean, we've had a lot of conversations with each other, so I know there's a few times where we kind of just rambled because this isn't something new with us talking together. But of course, follow Jayden on all the social media platforms. Honestly, follow his TikTok because
there will be more.
He has some bangers.
There are some bangers in there.
You really know, because you're every year you're getting better, but you were a very quiet person.
Oh yeah.
And your personality really comes out on the TikToks.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, there's a lot of people that are like, JJ's actually pretty hilarious. Even Wesley's like, JJ's cool. He's funny.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
That's so funny.
But yeah, follow JJ on the socials. Follow Four Wheel Frenzy, obviously on the YouTube and all the other social media platforms. Four Wheel Frenzy is pretty hard, I know. But thank you again, and stay tuned for more because we'll be back again.